Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse, Friday, July 12th, 2024, possible double verdict day. But first, on the Trump docket, as we predicted, when Trump's team yesterday filed its filing with Judge Merchan about the immunity decision of the Supreme Court, they focused and zeroed in on the testimony of Hope Hicks, the testimony of Madeleine Westerhut, and the closing by Mr. Steinglass, in which he said that those two, both testifying about events in the Oval Office, were the nail in the coffin. That's certainly will be being raised on appeal as well. So it is what it is. We'll have to see how the courts deal with that Supreme Court decision. Now, Menendez, yesterday, things went long. I believe that AUSA Rittenthal said he would finish by lunch. It ended up going till about 3 p.m. But it's coming to a close. The legal instructions are being given now. We'll be going to about lunch, and then the jury will get the case. Well, can they decide by the end of the day? If so, Gold Bar Bob 2, with, in fact, a new piece written overnight, but not to be in this podcast because we have a serious topic coming up, will be out. Now, yesterday there was a kind of an oral argument hearing on the request by Coinbase. This is crypto in the courts. We're back on the beat. Coinbase to get the personal device and personal email, and private email, it's called, from Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, in the case of SEC versus Coinbase, about sort of how he shaped public opinion on the jurisdiction of the SEC over crypto. Unsaid, and as we've put in a special X versus Gribers and Substack piece, is the effect of the Chevron deference overturning on Mr. Gensler's SEC regulation by enforcement of crypto. So we'll have to see how that one plays out, once again. Now, here's the serious topic. Not serious, but it's one that I haven't written about because there's too many moving parts. Magistrate Judge Sarah Netburn of this very courthouse was nominated to be a district judge. And it was voted down yesterday with one Democrat, Ossoff, crossing the aisle. Now, it seemed to hinge on a decision that she made to allow a formerly male sex offender to, as a woman, transfer to a woman's jail. Culture war issue, non pare. But I think there are two things that I haven't seen in the reporting. One, Ossoff is a big prisons guy. I get his press releases about BOP abuses, etc. So I feel like his response may not be on the culture issue, so-called, but really on a BOP safety issue or a deference to BOP. I'm not sure. He should explain. And the other issue is that I don't like to suck up to anybody, but I will say I cover the magistrate judge court pretty closely, and Judge Netburn is pretty tough on, like, for example, domestic violence issues. I would pretty much predict when a person comes in on a VOSR or anything to do with DV that they're going to be incarcerated. So it's ironic. I've seen the quotes, and I say this without getting into the overall issue, the quotes that this is an anti-woman decision. Judge Netburn she's a serious judge. That's all I'll say. And it's also a serious issue, but it's one I feel like she's been ending up caught in a buzzsaw of a wider issue. Okay, that said, Guo is also coming to a close. Miles Guo will be down to the wire. They've got it. They asked a question yesterday. I think that one will probably reach a verdict before Menendez. And we've prepared FoxhUNtGuo. And as to the UN, we've asked them for their role in not only not opposing, but actually assisting Operation Fox Hunt. And as predicted, nothing from Antonio Guterres, because he's in fact in the pocket. And we've done some reporting on his undisclosed China Energy Fund Committee link through the Gulbenkian Foundation. You can look all of that up. We're heading into the weekend, and we're going to continue to push to get back into the UN, but we've got our hands tied up down here. Have a good weekend. Inner City Press.